In today's video, I'm going to show you how to volumize your rice in a tasty way and combine it with hot Korean spicy chicken that's easy to make and perfect for meal prep. The protein source for this recipe is boneless chicken thighs. Now, a lot of people avoid chicken thighs, thinking they have way more calories than chicken breast. That's true to some extent. However, most of the extra calories are in the skin. The skin is where most of the fat is stored, and so by removing it or buying them skinless from the store if available, the calorie difference compared to breast isn't that big. As you can see, thighs aren't that marbled with fat once the skin is removed. For one serving, I would aim for anywhere between 180 and 220 grams of thigh meat. That's a reasonable portion. Toss the meat into a bowl before adding the star of today's video, gochujang, my all-time favorite condiment from the Korean cuisine. This is a spicy chili paste made with fermented soybeans and in my opinion an absolute must-have for anyone trying to lose weight because it makes every boring dish taste amazing. Since it's a bit sticky, place your container on a scale and scoop out 25 grams of gochujang and add it to the chicken. Next, add 20 grams of soy sauce. You can use the low sodium version if you prefer. Gochujang is already quite salty, but I personally like the regular one better. Then grate 1 clove of garlic and a small piece of ginger using a microplane or a garlic press if you have one. Add that to the chicken along with some freshly cracked black pepper. Then mix everything with a spoon or tongs until the chicken is fully coated in the sauce. You can let it marinate in the fridge for a couple of hours if you like, or just cook it right away. If you want to meal prep multiple servings, place the chicken in a baking dish and baking at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 F for 15 minutes. For one serving, however, I would recommend using the air fryer for convenience. Now, this is important. Soy sauce contains amino acids and sugar, which makes it burn relatively quickly. So set your air fryer to 160 to 170 degrees Celsius or 320 F max and cook for 12 to 15 minutes. I accidentally air fried mine at the default 200 degrees Celsius in this video, and as you can see, it was already charred after 10 minutes, so it's better to go lower and give it a bit more time. As the chicken bakes, you can make the yellow rice. To add volume, I'm going to use 100 grams of cauliflower. And I know many people think cauliflower in rice sucks, but hang on a second, this version tastes really good. If you can't find pre-riced cauliflower in the store, you will find it often in the freezer section. That's perfect. If not, grab a few florets until you have about 100 grams and then turn it into rice by either pulse blending for 30 seconds or grating it with the largest holes in a box grater. And don't go crazy with the grating or your kitchen will be covered in cauliflower that will fly around, so take your time here. Once that's done, measure out 50 grams of regular rice. I'm using jasmine rice here. A 2:1 ratio of cauliflower to rice is in my opinion just right. It adds volume without overpowering the flavor, and don't worry about the size difference either. Rice will about double or even triple in volume as it cooks. To season the rice, in a small bowl, mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric with a half a teaspoon of cumin. This gives the rice a beautiful color and a lot more flavor. So add 1 teaspoon of 4 grams of oil to a pan over medium heat. Toast these spices first for about 30 seconds. This will develop a lot more flavor compounds, and then add in the rice and toast the grains briefly for another 30 seconds or so. After that, add in the cauliflower and 150 grams of vegetable stock. This is super easy to make. Just mix 5 grams of stock powder with 150 grams of water. I highly recommend keeping a jar of this powder in your pantry. This lasts forever. Of course, you can also use just plain water if you want. Give everything a final stir, reduce the heat to low, cover the pan and let it simmer for 12 to 15 minutes. Once it's done, give the rice a quick taste. If it's not salty enough, wait a bit with adding more salt. Remember the chicken will be quite salty thanks to the soy sauce and gochujang. So plate the rice, top it with your spicy air-fried Korean chicken, and there you have it, a super delicious quick meal with just 575 calories and 35 grams of protein. I made a cookbook that's helped over 10,000 people lose weight. It has over 250 recipes and I'm constantly updating it with new ones, which you get for free once you've purchased it. Also, I started live streaming daily on Twitch and on Kick, so come hang out, the links are in the description.